Saturday, February 12th, 2022. I just used my mom's telephone, the one ending in 1994, to reach out to Ben, Lily, or Daniel Lee, and Alexander. It's a Saturday. Ben was busy at work. I let him go. Haven't talked to Dan in a while. But while I was on the phone with Daniel, it was a conversation. He's telling me about the new store that he's working at, which reminds me of like going to Costco warehouse and then coming home and unpacking the car. It's what it sounds like. So he, while I was speaking with him, there was a reverb, Reverb, almost like a phantom version of myself speaking on the line in the background. Like if you imagine a tunnel that is hollowed out through a mountain and traffic goes through the tunnel one way and back through the tunnel another way, totally separate, but through the same mountain. It's almost what it sounded like ghosting, like a ghost phantom reverb. I mean, I don't really have words for it, but I could hear myself, and it wasn't necessarily the words that I was speaking to my son Daniel, but it was my voice, which was weird. I don't know how that works in this version of technologies. I can see also, it looks like I've got something going on, and it literally looks like strings under my lip, which I don't know how that would have happened, unless that was one of those procedures where they knocked me out with the tranquilizer needles. And then I wake up and I don't know what the hell they performed. It's really disgusting and scary in here. It's not my first thought of it. Just really, for me, this is some kind of origamic timing that's off. It just goes in with the rest of the health. At the moment, it's like, I swear to God, what I need more than anything is just a detox from electricity. It's like just cellularly regenerate in a safe acclimate. Far away from like Wi-Fi and cell service and so on and so forth. Anyhow, so that reverb was something I wanted to mention because it was on Lynn's line, Lynn being Lin. I did mention a real event. I don't know why, if the body machina is the Maori and it's some kind of antenna with a connection or whatever's going on. I've read articles that the humans have written. One of them referenced it as ZUP. They took the 7 up and they put a tail on it. They made it ZUP. For a way to describe. I mean, I've referenced it as spinal tap, literally, from like your knucklehead to whatever, but whatever. The little one, my little cat scratch, my little mirror image genetic, my last immaculate, he all of a sudden out of nowhere is starting to make goat sounds, which is, I'm like, I'm really seeing a theme at home, like in whatever. And so I don't know what that's about. However, the little one just started making these sounds, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with this, because it's like, just don't do it out in public, but he has, and I'm like, oh man, talk about losing control of a situation. I'm like, I in this all American, I don't know how to like get him to, and not like he's like dysfunctional or malfunctional, because he's certainly not. He's got the right genetics. It is something in sublingual programming inside of whatever machine is working on the outside, sending the interconnections. And it's poltergeist enough, and I'm para aware where I'm just like, yeah, okay, I got it. I only need it once, because now it's been several times. I see a pattern of it. I'm like, I'll just keep an eye out, but like, I don't need messages sent through necessarily that manner. The poltergeist on the television is quite enough in signs of broader neural network communications. Um, and it's like in mirrored genetics, how do you speak to one another when you know, when you look in the mirror, that you look very much like whatever you were born at, and we have some doppelgang importance in our numbers, in reporting if one falls in really dangerous genetic formation. It's kind of important if you start to see, I mean, like, how do you maintain your own self-respect, and where you know you normally astro project, and the level of care that you normally get, and then all of a sudden have this abnormality. I don't think anybody within the system would want to end up in this kind of astral projection or at this level. Or to see things like this coming in some power, or the even this, I mean, like, or the being a piece of popcorn. I mean, it is just not pleasant. Which is why it's like, I don't understand why I can't just be moved to privy and just put together like personal family genetic distortion history, so this way it can be absolved and resolved and quietly never discovered. That would have been my first go at solutions, but here we are. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza, Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxies, Broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.